Should you have a good credit score or does it even matter? In this video, we're going to talk about credit scores and if they're even important. So, with that being said, let's tap in, let's get into it. Before we get into the video, I want to announce a giveaway. Listen, I want to help you on your journey, so I will be giving away one of these options to a blessed winner. You can choose a 1 hour coaching call on real estate, or you can choose a 1 hour coaching call on how to grow your monthly income. You can also choose a month to attend two of my classes that are held monthly on real estate. First winner will be announced once we've reached 100 subs. All you have to do to enter is subscribe and leave a comment below. I look forward to announcing the winner on our giveaway live, so stay tuned. Now, on to the video. Let's jump right into it. The average credit score in America is 705. That means the average American can go and get a mortgage, a car loan, a credit card, and personal loans. Now, however, that doesn't mean that with getting those things that you're going to be able to get the best interest rate and get the highest credit limit or the highest amount that you have available to you to borrow. That kind of credit score can also afford you discounted deposits when it comes to you applying for utilities and cell phones. I know this personally because when I used to work in the cell phone sector, I used to have to do credit reviews. And based on that credit review and their credit score, that determined what kind of deposit that they would get. The lower the credit score, the higher your deposit would be. The higher your credit score, the lower your deposit would be. And the higher it got, you wouldn't have to pay any kind of deposit. So let me quickly talk about also interest rates. Interest rates are something that's extremely important because the higher your interest rate is, the more you'll have to pay back on that loan. The lower your interest rate is, the less you have to pay back on that loan. So when you're looking at your credit score, you want to always get it as high as possible because that means you will get a lower interest rate, and that means that will be lower money that you would have to pay back or less money that you would have to pay back over the course of the loan. So this is why we're talking about this so that you can be aware and pay attention more to your credit score. Now let's go back for a minute and let's talk about those approvals that we get on mortgages, car loans, credit cards, personal loans, etc. I want you to make sure that you are responsible with it because I don't want you to get into unrepayable debt or debt that you cannot afford. Because if you find yourself in those cases where you can't repay the debt, that in turn is going to affect your credit score and cause it to go down and cause you to have issues going on down the line. And why is that important? Because most Americans don't have cash for everything. And in order to just do the simple things and in order to just go and purchase things that you need in this life, some people need credit, mortgages, car loans, etc. And so, as you're using this and understanding your credit score, if you get into an issue where you can't repay the debt, your credit score can be affected and it goes down. And then it affects you getting mortgages and car loans in the future. So, again, I want to just reemphasize to you make sure that you don't get into unrepayable debt or debt that you can't afford. Make sure that you pay attention to your credit score and make sure that you always stay in payable debt so that your credit score can continue to remain high. Are you appreciating what we've gotten into so far where your credit score is concerned? If you have appreciated it, I'm going to ask you right now to go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that share, go ahead and subscribe or follow. And if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted every single time we drop a new video. We would surely appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. Let's talk credit card limits for just a quick moment. Although credit card limits aren't solely determined based on your credit score, it is a big determining factor on the amount of credit card limit that they give you when you apply for those kinds of credit cards and when you apply for credit cards. So real quickly, I want to run you some numbers real quick. From the ages 18 to 25, the average credit card limit is $11,000. From the age ranges of 26 to 41, the average credit card limit is $25,000. From the ages of 42 to 57, the average credit card limit is $36,000. And from the ages of 58 to 76, the average credit card limit is $40,000. So as you can see, as the credit card limits increases, it increases with your age. And I also want you to know that concurrently, the older you get, the averages across America shows that the credit score increases with age. So what I want to point out to you is this: the higher your credit score, the higher your credit card limit will be. Okay. And so this is another reason why we want to pay attention to our credit scores, because higher credit scores affords us more access to capital, and it affords us other opportunities that a lower credit score doesn't afford us. So again, please pay attention to your credit scores, because it's going to affect your credit card limits and how much you can be approved for. One of the last things I want to talk to you about where your credit score is concerned is three areas that I don't think most people know that their credit score affects. Okay. When you apply for insurance, your credit score can affect you there. When you apply for jobs, your credit score can affect you there. When you apply to be a tenant or get an apartment or to try to get a house or things like that where you're renting, your credit score can affect you there. And so, what I want you to be aware of is that people look at your credit score when you're applying for those three things, and a lot of people don't even know. No, it's not one of those situations where they are going to do a hard credit pull in most cases. Most of them do a soft credit pull to see the information on your credit report to determine a few things. They look at it to determine what kind of individual you are. Can you be reliable? Can you be trustworthy? And a lot of people look at your credit score to determine that, or they look at your credit report to determine that. They see if you're on time with your payments, then you can be pretty reliable with their company. If you have any derogatory records on your credit report or any criminal activity, that can affect their decision in the hiring process. And so I just want you to be aware that nowadays people are looking at your credit score and they're looking at your credit report to determine whether or not you can get a job, whether or not you can get certain insurances, and whether or not you can do other things. And so you need to be aware that the importance of your credit score goes way beyond just you getting mortgages, just you getting car loans, just you getting other types of loans or credit cards. It goes into a lot of aspects of our lives now. And so this is why we're talking about it in this video, so that you can take the necessary steps to begin to make sure that your credit score is the best. So, in conclusion, we need to pay close attention to our credit scores, even if you're a cash person. And I'm saying that because I used to be a solely cash person up until I went to try to buy my first house. And obviously, I had to change my understanding, I had to change my thinking where credit was concerned so that I can proceed and buy a home. So, what do you guys think about what we talked about today? Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Let's get down in the comment section and let's start a conversation concerning whether or not credit scores are important. Okay. And we would really appreciate the dialogue. We really appreciate y'all's thoughts in advance. So, thank you so much for dropping down in the comment section and letting us know what y'all think about it. Also, if you guys would like to be a part of our community and tap into some of the classes that we have going, some of the coaching calls we have going, they'll also be in the description and in the comment section. So check out those links so that you guys can get involved and so that you guys can tap into the community and learn more about finances and learn more about specifically real estate. Okay. So again, we appreciate y'all so much for checking out our video today. Go ahead and share this with somebody, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Peace.